Today we're going to talk about 5 facts and 2 treatment plans for addiction. I'm Angela Howard, and I am passionate about breaking the stigma of mental illness among fellow Christians. Last week we talked about when our habits turn into compulsions and addictions and how that isn't good for our souls. But how does addiction impact our everyday lives, and how can we treat it? Sometimes we like to pretend like addiction is all about other people, but as I've said before, addiction is no respecter of persons. And when it comes to substance abuse addiction, there's some pretty staggering facts that we can't ignore. According to the Surgeon General, 1 in 7 people will develop a substance abuse addiction in their lifetime. The second fact is an American dies every 19 minutes from an opioid or heroin overdose. Number 3, nearly 21 million Americans struggle with substance abuse addictions. That's more than all other types of cancers combined. Number 4, some drugs like meth can create an addiction in our brains after only 1 use. Number 5, most important, is that anyone can recover from a drug or alcohol addiction. Treatment does work. Our brains were created to change. There are many different treatment plans that I could highlight, but I'd just like to share a couple that have really impressed me. Number 1 is Smart Recovery. Their mission is to empower people to have independence from addiction problems with a 4-point program that is science-based. They have groups that are online and in person, and they really steer away from labels and focus on destigmatizing addiction, which is really powerful. Number 2 is Teen Challenge. This is a Christ-centered, faith-based program that is for individuals, teens, families, youth, adults. It really spreads across the gamut, and this is an inpatient treatment program. I'll share those links for those programs in the notes below so that you can get connected if that's something that you or one of your family members needs. For God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but to save the world through him. So what tips would you share for fighting addiction? I'd love to hear from you. Comment below so that we can connect. And please subscribe for more YouTube videos. I'll be sharing some great tips and encouragement, whether you yourself are struggling with a mental illness or have a loved one who does. I'll see you next time.